Do you remember that game, when you were little, called the match game? Where you would match like things with other like things? Well, today on Awakening with Amy, that's what I'm going to talk about. How like attracts like. So, welcome to another episode of Awakening with Amy. I'm super excited to be here. And today I got thinking about the match game. When I was little, I don't remember, I think it was in school or whatever. That game where it's like you had all the images and you had to match the blue dot with the other blue dot or the green tent with the green tent. And I think it's sort of like a really simplistic way to understand how, sort of law of attraction works. You've heard that saying, birds of a feather flock together. It's basically saying that we're always getting the essence of what we are, what we're being. Like attracts like. And it doesn't always look like that on the surface. Sometimes it looks like we're getting, the exact opposite. So, what's really going on? Well, basically, from what I understand is, without knowing it, we're kind of emanating this sort of vibration, and our vibrations are really where we kind of habitually are on every subject, right? So we might be emanating a certain signal about relationships, maybe another signal about money, another signal about, our culture, the world, whatever. I mean, there's endless subjects, right? But basically a great way to understand how attraction works and how I'm getting what I'm getting is to understand that like attracts like, right? I can't be thinking about, everything that's not going well in my life habitually and get more of what I want. It just doesn't work that way because you're always getting what you're dominantly focused on. It's like what is likened to itself is drawn. That is the basis of law of attraction. So if I feel poor, I can't attract wealth. If I feel disrespected, I don't attract respect. So what's the point? The point is become aware. What do you want to shift in your life? What, maybe are you matching up with that you no longer want to be a match to? Maybe it's a toxic relationship. Maybe it's a habit, that's no longer serving you. Just let yourself observe, be the observer and then ask yourself the question, what am I a match to that I don't want to be a match to anymore? Let's use respect as an example. So if you're complaining, and rightfully so, right? If you have certain people in your life, that are disrespecting you, maybe you live with them, maybe you work with them, it doesn't really matter. But if you feel like, that's going on in your life, go within, because honestly, everything is first starting within you and it's showing up in the outside world. Right? Because what I'm thinking about when I'm vibrating out is what I'm going to match up with out there. Okay? So if you are feeling disrespected, the tendency is to want to talk to that person or change the situation, but that's just manipulating reality. And, we take ourselves everywhere we go. So we might be able to affect temporary change out there, either in the person or the situation, right? But why doesn't it last? Because we haven't changed the thoughts, the vibration, the energy within ourselves. And it's not easy sometimes to take responsibility, especially if, somebody you feel like is disrespecting you. But if you want to fast track, to better things, to be a match to better things, you have to understand that somehow, some way I attracted this to me. So if I did that, then I can undo it. I can attract different things. So you go within and then, you ask yourself, how can I be a better match to being respected? Right? And it's all about intention, coming from the intention based in, I can have this. I can be respected. I don't have to go by my current or past experiences. I can use those, past experience or current experience to create a new future. And how do I do that? I have to focus on the solution end of the situation instead of the problem end of the situation. And once I create the momentum there in my mind, I am respected, I am loved, I am adored. And I don't need to see or try to control that outside person or circumstance. I just have to believe it within me. I have to create that new habit. And then eventually, if I persist and let it be, my new story, I'm going to see those people and those circumstances shift from one of disrespect to respect, because now I am inside myself feeling respected. So play the match game. Ask yourself, what are you seeing? What are you matching up with? And if you don't like it, you could shift it by becoming aware and changing your story and practicing and persisting in that new reality until you see it. So believe it, cultivate it in here, believe it inside, and then you'll see it out there. So I intend that you got something valuable today. So please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you, and have a great day.